back. We're going to get into this download and see what the message is today. Love and peace and happiness. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for being and holding in and anchoring down and just being the change you want to see in this energy wherever you're at. We're going to get started with the archetype cards from Carolyn Miss. Let's see what is the message today. You're showing up as the engineer. You have this, I heard, innate ability to create solutions, to see answers, to see patterns, to design, to innovate. Okay. It's on the other side of the table energy at this time. And we have the mystic. Over there is the mystic, somebody who has mystic abilities. Somebody who revels in union with the divine. What's the connecting energy is? The guide. So there's a guidance in this. Okay, what we need to know is lover. Okay, so okay, got it. And then on the outcome energy, or excuse me, the guidance energy is warrior. Okay, bottom of the deck we have child orphan. So I see somebody's abandonment issues are definitely being triggered in this energy. And I can see that clearly with that orphan energy there. There's a lot of abandonment issues. I see you trying to figure out solutions. And in your environment, there is a mystic. Does this person look familiar to you? Because she is here and she revels in union with the divine. And because of that, she has access to a lot of information. She's got so much insight and clarity about certain things that she's received as a result of her connection to the divine. And so in this energy, I see when I saw the Lovers card, it immediately reminded me of a recent conversation I had in which there was an explanation that, you know, sometimes the romantic attraction, most of the time you feel a romantic attraction. It has actually nothing to do with romance, but we feel it in our heart. Our heart says, I love you, I love you, I want to be with you forever. I want to crawl in your skin. I just want to spend every waking moment and every breathing breath with you. And the reason we feel that is because that feeling of love that we correlate with others is the most common feeling that we feel that feels like the divine. So this mystic for some of you is talking about that feeling of the divine that you're misinterpreting as that's my lover. I know that's a cold pill to swallow for some of you. And so they want me to talk about how when you feel that strong attraction, it always means that there's some level of awareness, some information. There's a necessary experience necessary to your connection to the divine. Your awareness of yourself, your awareness of the divine, your awareness of who you are and who other people are and what you like and what you don't like. There's a lesson in it. It always means that. Once in a while, it will actually mean, hey, that's your person and you're going to be together for a while or for a long time. But in most cases, it does not, which is why you had such a strong attraction for different ones over the years in your life. And then, you know, you shoot your shot, you go for it, and boom, it's a crash landing. I heard you can't even say you landed on your feet so easily. It took you a while to get it back up on your feet again. And as a result of those experiences, some of you have really, I'm hearing, just shut it off completely. You're just like, never mind, I don't want anybody. And then I hear, be open to the opportunity to have that feeling again and go into these experiences, because when we engage in these experiences, it's an opportunity to bring out your warrior energy, not necessarily physically battling, but it allows you to get into the spiritual warfare that's necessary in your life, because that feeling is always indicating that there's a place within you that you're aligning with by your attention to that person. And so in that experience, when you have the relationship with that person that you had these intense feelings for, and then that didn't work out, And then you had a really hard time getting over somebody because your feelings were still intense. And Spirit is saying that's because you still haven't grasped the lesson in the experience with that one. So everything does happen for a reason, and everything happens on purpose. And when you have these cravings, there's a purpose in those as well. And so I see with the engineer card, like you have an ability to use your energy to put the dots together, to connect the dots, to fit the pieces of the puzzle together, to realize patterns and solutions through whatever you've been through or are going through now, in regards to when you felt that love, but really it wasn't about the love with somebody else. It was about connecting to yourself, which is connecting to the divine, which is knowing yourself and getting in that empowered, authentic energy. And so that lover feeling is there to guide you. It says, yes, there's something in this. But we, being the physical humans that we are, we think when we feel that feeling that it means that we should put it in our pocket and take it with us. And you're my fuzzy, and I shall call you fuzzy, and you'll be my squishy forever. No, that's not what it means. And I know that's a cold pill to swallow for a lot of you because, you know, you banked on that. And, you know, and how's that working for you? However, in all these situations, there's always a lesson. There's always a lesson. And when you unlock the lesson, you're going to find a blessing. And that's why that feeling is actually there. It's literally your highest self that has the map saying, oh, you're going to pick up a tool you need here. You're going to pick up some wisdom. You're going to pick up an experience that's going to serve you well on your road ahead through the one that you're having this feeling about. So that's different. I know. And I've lived this. That's why I know that it's facts, because I was taught this along the way while I was in the thick of it, while I was in the middle of, oh my God, I love you. I just want to crawl in your skin and just keep you forever. And you know what's an interesting thing that happens, and you've also had this experience too, where at some point you've learned your lessons, you've realized, you've figured some things out, and then it's like, the feeling shuts off. And now I can't stand your voice. I don't want to see you. The thought of being in the same space with you or being intimate with you is repulsive to me. And so it's like a light switch that turns on when there's something to be experienced of value for you. Your highest self knows, and it's guiding you because that switch of the feeling of love, which feels most like God, turns on in your heart. Once you gather the lessons you needed, it shuts off. It turns off, and then everything just relaxes. And so I know that's a different way of thinking, but it really would save us a lot of confusion. It would save us from a lot of confusion if we realize what is the purpose of that feeling. A lot of our biggest challenges in life result from a misinterpretation of our own feelings. So I wanted to check in the comments and see who's with us today. The horsies here, our American horses with us. Okay. I see interstellar frequency. That's my buddy. What's up? My little squishy, and I shall call you squishy. I see Allie. Welcome, Allie. Violet is back. So glad y'all keep coming back, because so do I. And Rahman, welcome. So, one more. I see Happiness. Okay, welcome. So, I'm going to get off the comments now and get back to our cards and back to our message. So when we have that feeling of love inside of us, and we have it with different ones, right? You don't just feel love for romantic partners. You feel love for family members. You feel love for friends. Sometimes you even feel love for coworkers. I know they're all different types of love, but you just feel love, right? And so if we understand that there's a reason, and there's a season, and there's a lesson, and a blessing always attached to that feeling. From my experience, and you can state your position if you don't agree, but from my experience, understanding that helps me look at these relationships a lot different. When I get that feeling inside of my soul, I know now that my body and my human brain is going to try to say, oh, I need to date that person right there. That lady, she my lady. But my soul is saying, hey, it's time to go to school. Get your backpack, get your notebook, get your pen. Turn off the distractions and pay attention, because we're finna teach you something. And then I hear, God is trying to tell you something. Yes, when that happens. And so now that I know that, I navigate differently in human experiences. And I'm not even going to lie, it makes me really different to other people's experience as well of me. People experience me differently because I have a different level of self-awareness, a different level of emotional awareness now, and than I used to. And so that could be something useful for you. Possibly, maybe, right? So with the engineer, we have the Three of Cups energy. I was almost said Three of Hearts. And it says share the love. And I hear somebody saying, I just have so much love, I just want to give it to somebody. And so I see you have friends around you. I see you have family around you. But I see, like, as far as that intimate, romantic love, there's not really somebody there right now. And if it is, they're not coming up in this message at this point. But there are friends and family around with the Three of Cups energy. Some of you are trying to devise a way to come back together with somebody that you've been in separation from. I see that here as well. Trying to devise a way. But for all of you, the connecting energy that is similar through the whole thing for everyone watching is that you know that you like to connect to people, and this innate ability. So an innate ability, it's something you're born with. They want me to look up the actual definition of the word innate for us. So let me do that now. Innate is spelled I-N-N-A-T-E, in case you didn't, and that didn't sound right. Yeah, that's it. So the definition for innate is inborn and natural. It's a natural ability. It's innate. So it starts with you. It's what you really are. And because that's how the engineer's coming out. It's like your innate ability to love. You're looking for more ways to share the love. You got all this love inside of you, and you're looking for more ways to show it. And I just want to stop for a moment and thank you, tribe, because you give me another output for the love that I have in me. I'm able to share it with you. So you having the Three of Cups energy. Let me see the mystic. Please show me the mystic. Why do we have the mystic today? The mystic is here because of challenging times. Now, I did say, and I see it here again, when the mystic is here, she's actually speaking about the divine is showing up in the challenges. It's showing me that God, the universe, is speaking to you through the challenges. Okay? Through the challenges that you're living, that are in your life. And it's also, again, giving me, because that Five of Wands energy is very much a battle. So that's letting me know that there's God. It's like you have this attraction for somebody that don't want you. You have this attraction for somebody that brings nothing but chaos and problems. You have this attraction for somebody who's not in harmony with you. Somebody whose vibration and frequency is not cohesive with yours. It's not harmonic, it's disharmonic, which causes disarray, which causes chaos. I heard that's fantastic, because that point of chaos, the challenge, the friction is where the message is of the divine. That's why the divine is there in this mystic energy. Okay. So somebody is here, and they are somebody that you have attraction to. They could be friends and family. You're attracted to these people. But if you will begin to look at the challenges and problems that you have with that one as messages from the divine, it will shift your perspective and open your mind up to being receptive of additional information that you hadn't already known. Okay, we're going to go off the top with the guide. Let me see. The solar plexus chakra. So this connection is guiding us, guiding us on what to do, on what we want to do. So what I'm seeing in this experience, it looks like where you want to do certain things and that person doesn't want to do it with you. And so now you're not going to do it. Or where you don't want to do certain things, but this person insists on doing it. And so now here you are doing things you don't want to do. It's also where somebody's way of living, this person, the mystic way of living, the challenging times you're seeing around you are showing you ideas on how to do things differently that will be more beneficial for you, easier for you, more in alignment for you. Okay. Let me see the Lover's energy. Why do we have the Lover here today? Because, oh, look at that. Well-deserved reward. I heard it's something only you can do. Ah, yeah. And if you address the situation, you will find the reward. You'll find the embrace. And the embrace you're looking for, sometimes it can, like I say, sometimes it does come from somebody else. But in most cases, the embrace you're looking for is the embrace from you. Embracing yourself. Because a lot of these relationships, the way these are coming out today, show us things about ourselves by means of the relationship with somebody else. Okay. With the Warrior, what do we have? The Love card. And then I hear Pat Benatar screaming, love is a battlefield. I mean, it is. It is until it's not. But it can be. Maybe. I love the word maybe because it leaves room for other possibilities. The Warrior. Remember that when you feel that connection to other ones, this is very, very clearly letting us know that it's a spiritual battle we're going into when we connect with other people. Other people have other ideas. They have a different purpose. They have different backgrounds. They have different traumas. They have a lot of different things going on within them that could bring up challenges. And sometimes we find it worth our while to work through challenges with other people. And sometimes that's exactly what we're there to do. Sometimes the challenges we have with other people are actually highlighting for us where we're disconnected from ourselves. And so it wisens us up to where we could have an internal shift of perspective, ideas, values, principles, whatever. Self-realization moments, right? But it's always a spiritual battle. I heard until it's not. So when it's not a spiritual battle, what you'll find is either there'll be a lot more harmony in the relationship or the relationship will turn off. That switch in your heart that turned on like a light bulb will shut off like a light bulb and you'll be done and you won't want it no more. So what's at the bottom of the deck here? We have dedicated effort, 8 of Pentacles, which is my card of karmic repetitive cycles. Repetitive cycles are a big freaking deal. So, if you want to paint a pretty picture, you have to put in the dedicated effort. And so in life, if you want to, because remember, the other side, the bottom of the deck is the child orphan. So we're talking about one side of it could be you, the other person, or it could actually be both of you because it is bottom of the deck energy, who has either literally grown up as a foster child or an adoptee, or in some sort of way you have been abandoned. Sometimes this happens later in life when, you know, the partner that you thought was going to be your forever turns out to be your for never instead of ever. And it doesn't work out. But most of us who carry the child orphan energy, the abandonment issues come from parent wounds. And so I see someone watching who you're trying to figure out how to stop living relationships that remind you clearly of those parent wounds, those childhood traumas. You're ready for something different. Okay, you're ready for something different. I'm being guided to pull from the Handmade Oracle cards next But yeah, I see you trying to figure out, how can I share this love that I have? How can I have a harmonious, unified relationship? You want a harmonious, unified relationship. You don't want to be in chaos with someone. And I see for some of you, it's been several relationships, this past few relationships where it has been a lot of chaos in them. And that's because, oh yeah, Eight of Pentacles energy, dedicated effort energy. The lesson stays on repeat until you know to switch the record. Because they showed me the DJ. It's like if the DJ is not in the booth and the record's just spinning and spinning and spinning, and now we got the same song playing over and over and over again. And so it's like, until you switch the record, you can switch the record. You're the DJ of your life, okay? So when you realize, like, oh, I've been doing the same thing all over. Oh my gosh, how many times have I listened to this same song? How many times have I had the same experience on repeat? Now, mind you, that same experience on repeat sometimes is with the same person, but in most of your cases, this is different people, different names, same energy, same experience all over again. Okay. Again. They said again, again. If you're doing it again, there's a chance to gain this time. Doing it again means it's a gain. Okay. So if you feel drawn into a relationship that challenges you, you're drawn into the relationship to meet those challenges. All right. And not to repeat the same exact procedures. Doing the same exact procedures is going to end with the same results. So if you want to have different results, you're going to have to change the record, honey. You got to do something different. Put a new song on. Add something different into the mix. So let me see over here with the engineer. Show me the engineer, please. Feet in the concrete. So where is your feet in the concrete? Some cards fell on my lap. It says, you're the creator here. And then it says, I'm a spiritual being completely awake. And all that came out with feet in the concrete. One fell on the floor, and I want to know what it is. Follow the energy. It's divine direction. That's what's at the feet. So where your feet, it's perfect, because solar plexus is very much where you want to take your feet and where your feet want to go, even though it radiates right at your belly button. But it's like follow divine energy. If something's not moving forward, there's a reason. If something's not moving forward, there's a reason. You may not know what that reason is. What that reason is. What that reasoning. You may not know what that reasoning, as in reasoning. You may not know what that reasoning is. Thank you. And they're showing me a conversation recently had in which it was stated, you don't always want to know the reasons why certain things don't work out. Because sometimes there's something ugly in that you are being redirected from. Rejection is divine redirection and protection. Okay, so there's that. Show me the mystic and the challenging times. Show me why the mystic is here. And we have another little stack coming out. So let's see what it is. So last year, over it. Leave the past where it is. So last year. So that's bringing back the message that I saw about some of you are trying to bring this person back into your life. Let me see some more. So last year. Spiritual restraining order. Oh, cousin. That's interesting. A cousin for someone. Ooh. And the witch bitch should have remembered, because karma never forgot, and she's only a bitch if you've been one first. Well, there's that. Okay, let me see some more. I just thought it was all fun and games, and then I found out I was the only one playing. Missed opportunity. There's also that. That's a big deal. And our final card over there. A witness testimony. A witness, a testimony. So, wow. You've been guided. And from what it's looking like, you've been guided as a creator on what you need to stop. Put a stop to something. You've been guided to put a stop to something. You may want to share love, but there's an appropriate place to share that love. You ain't got to share it over there. That's what it's showing me. Because somebody is here just to be a witness, a testimony. When they play games, when they try to do witchy shit to people they shouldn't. For some of you, this is a cousin, but most of you, it's not. But if it's your cousin, ooh, big yelling emphasis. But there's a spiritual restraining order, because that's so last year. You're over it. You're over it. So somebody here really would like to be back in your energy, or you have thought about bringing them back in your energy, and it's not working. I see somebody, you on the phone trying to make it work, trying to converse, trying to connect, and yeah, that doesn't seem to be going very well. There's a reason why. Some of you are noticing the disconnect between you and somebody that you still looking at like they're your lover, and they're not. They're so last year. How are they still your lover and you haven't seen them since last year? There's a spiritual restraining order on somebody. They're not allowed to come towards you. You're being guided to follow the direction. Yes, they're reminding me of a phone call I received sitting right at this desk from somebody, and I didn't even know who they were when they messaged, because I had deleted and blocked their old number. They wanted to put me up on advisory that somebody was stealing my videos and using it on their channel, and I thought, well, thanks for letting me know. And then I followed the conversation because I had tried to reach out to this person and couldn't get through. Well, I didn't know I wasn't getting through. I just thought I was getting ignored, and so I brought that up. And she said to me that she hadn't ignored me, but I had ignored her. So I sent her screenshots because I still had the old message stream in my phone. And so even though it was deleted and blocked, I wanted to remember that experience and why I had to pull back from that. In case I ever got the idea that I should go back, you know, in case this feeling came up in my heart again. And when I sent it to her, she screenshotted back to me. And from her side, it looked like I ignored her. From my side, it was clear that I was ignored. And then what Spirit showed me was like, yeah, sometimes we put a spiritual restraining order between you and the people that don't have no business in your life. They don't have no good business in your life. They don't have no good purpose in your energy. And Spirit will block that. Okay, we've talked about that recently, but it came up again today. Why is the guide here? Show me the guide as a connection. So this is about Spirit is teaching you how to read the signs that are occurring in your life. Read the signals. Pay attention. What's meant to be will work out smoothly. If you're getting roadblocks, there's a reason why. So don't call the bank to get that money to go through. If it doesn't go through, there's a reason why, right? Instead, I heard it's wiser to begin to stop and ask, what's the reason this is happening? So with the guide and the solar plexus chakra, we have, I didn't want to tell you because I knew you'd be disappointed in me. Engaño, this is a deception. It says, you were so patient and kind, always driving me crazy, and it overwhelmed somebody. Okay. Open relationship, polyamory, and a player is coming out. I mean, those are messages. Prospering. Leo energy. You're being guided to prosper. Okay. This is about your Leo zodiac birth chart placement. You have a birth chart placement in Leo somewhere. A lot of you, for some of you, this is about something that happened during Leo season or happened with the person's zodiac sign Leo, but there is a reason why the Leo zodiac came out. Okay. And some of you, this has to do with you growing up, leveling up, and being in your lion energy, which came out when we did the last episode with Tarots in the Shadows. And we were talking about growling, and we were talking about that Leo energy, about the lion energy, about go get them, go for what you know, which is really the strongest resonant message I'm receiving here because of the solar plexus chakra. which is strong Leo energy, like ambitious, driven, motivated. Go for what you want. Don't let nothing stop you, especially if it's for last year and you already cut that off and you already realized. So show me why the lover is here in the well-deserved reward. Somebody here, you cut off a relationship that brought you nothing but challenges and you learned a lot. You connected to your highest self. You connected to God, universe, all that. And as a result, you're being guided to a lover, but there's going to be still, again, a spiritual battle. But let me see, why is lover here? Show me why is the lover here. One card coming out. We have Gemini coming out. Gemini energy, because it's one card alone and it's a zodiac sign. We're going to take the next one off the top. You have powerful abilities that you must use now unapologetically and openly to be of service and advance on your path immediately. So people love you. People love what you do. Now, I want you to notice that in this lover's card, how many people do we see? There's literally one person. And who's holding their heart? Oh, they're holding their heart. This person is holding their own heart. Even in the well-deserved reward card, which is 9 of Pentacles, which is all the single energy card, it's one person. It's one person. Neither of these couples have none of these cards have couples. Maybe these two are meant to meet each other at some point because it is a feminine and a masculine energy. But literally, the strongest resonant message I'm seeing here is, listen, you got work to do, honey. You got work to do. People are attracted to you for a reason, but don't, because you know that attraction doesn't always mean it's a romantic connection. You can move with awareness. You can move different now. You don't have to get yourself caught up in an illusion. So let's look at that warrior energy there and see why the warrior card came out with the actual lover's card from the tarot deck we used. Show me some more, please, and thank you. These want to come out. Ooh, recollection. And the way we wrote this down and put that slash in between the recollection, this is about putting yourself back together. Yeah. Remembering who and what you are. That's what the spiritual battle is about. That's what these love connections are about. And it says neighbors, but the neighbors is in reverse. So these people may not be your actual neighbors, but these are people who are, I'm hearing in your vicinity, and they're showing me in your vicinity in frequency. So you know how your neighbors live right next to you, but their house, they live in a different house. Likewise, they're showing me that you're going to have spiritual opportunities to accept connections with people, and this I hear, and decide how far and how deep and how intimate they go. But remember that the people are in your frequency vicinity. They're your frequency neighbors. They're your vibrational neighbors. They're not where you're at. And when that happens, it's going to result in a spiritual battle. The bottom of the deck. I am experiencing pure love, lavish wealth, and pristine health in all facets of my being now on all time, space, and dimension. So somewhere you recognize like everything is working in my favor. I hear, even if I don't always know exactly and specifically how that's true, I know it's true. So there's this awareness in you that's helping you to navigate a repetitive cycle experience. So that means whoever or whatever showing up over there, you've been through something similar before. This is not a foreign experience. This is not new to you. This is not your first rodeo. It's not your first rodeo. Hold on, before this, I want to get into this oracle deck. I forgot. It's not your first rodeo. You've done this before, and you know you have experience. So this time, because the Soul Last Year card sits on the top there of that mystic with the challenging times, like this is to awaken your mystic. You've done this before. You did this last year on some way, shape, or form. Most likely the form looks the same, and the only thing that looks different is a person's face and their name. Okay, maybe their address, maybe what they do for a living, but the person really looks the same. There's somebody coming up, okay? For somebody, this is old neighbors. I just got this message. For somebody, neighbors you used to live next to are trying to reach out because You're a very generous neighbor. But, you know, that had to come to an end. I hear, and you are really grateful to get up and away from all that before when it happened. You are glad. But they have your phone number. They want to know where you live now. Okay, they want you to know. You may feel compelled to you know, reestablish that connection, but they're saying if you do, it hasn't improved any. It's still going to bring whatever chaos and shitstorm you know. I also see they're showing me an experience, or somebody had an experience with a neighbor who tried to get fresh with them. They were doing too much. But at the end of the day, like this neighbor and you, y'all party different. You know, we don't put stuff up our nose. Somebody else does. You know, and that means we don't party the same. So we don't really vibe like that. So why would you invite this person back into your realm? I'm hearing. Okay, let's see some more. Show me the engineer. Back to the engineer, please. Well, you're following the energy and you're following the divine direction. And that's awesome. Give yourself a big pat on the back, round of applause, a kiss, and a hug, because that's a good thing when you see that. Loving this, because look, the Sea Eagle came out for you. Card number 20. And eagles are immediately associated with wisdom and courage and bravery. But it says explore the depths of the soul and find peace. So this is, in this experience, an opportunity for you to check yourself. Does the energy say that I really want to do that? What part of me wants to do that? Is this the orphan in me looking for and seeking attention? Well, let's see the other side of the table with the mystic. Why do we have the mystic over there? Because the flamingo, card number 42. It says, find elegance in your life and actions. If they have to find elegance in their life and actions, that may be what they're looking for with you, because if they have to find it, they don't have it. You don't have to find what you have. And what do you not have? Like, you need to explore the depths of your soul and find peace. So something is here upsetting your peace. Something is upsetting your peace, and you need to find that by exploring your soul. Show me the guide. For some of you, there is a Leo person who is your guide. Okay, you know who they are, but let me see the guide with the solar plexus chakra. It fell to the floor, and we have the whale. Deep wisdom, connection with the ocean of emotions, which brings us right back to where we were talking about what the feelings actually mean. What the feelings actually mean. Gaining wisdom. So this experience is here so you can learn. This person is here, wherever it's one person for you. It's so you can be aware of the meanings of the feelings. Begin to interpret them in a more empowered way, from a way of greater wisdom, a way of greater understanding. Show me the lover. Show me the lover with the well-deserved reward and your powerful abilities in the what you need to know position. It's card number 33. Card number 33 is Ascendant Masters energy. And today is talking about that Christ consciousness. The Christed consciousness is what you need to know. That's what you're here for. It says play and find magic in everyday life. So this is an opportunity for you to use your powerful magical abilities, connecting with your nature, doing what you have innate to do inside of you, okay? Show me the warrior here with the love. And these neighbors in reverse, please and thank you. Why the warrior here? Why the warrior here? The warrior is here because of the dragon. Find inner strength and transformation. And it's card number 12. Which is my number for the ancestors. That's ancestor energy. It's at the bottom. The horse. Hey, American horse. Look, we got the horse. Card number 11. The number 11 for the longest time has always looked to me like the person on the tarmac at the airport who's got the two sticks in there, the two light sticks, and they're guiding the airplane through the night so it can get on its journey, right? So with the horse, it says embrace change and embrace adventure. And it literally is giving me that same energy, because it's like it put you on a path. You are put on a path for you to embrace some things through these challenges, with the understanding of what these emotions are saying to you when you feel that intense attraction to somebody and you just want to share the love, but you meet some form of roadblock, whether that roadblock is the other person not game to it, or whether that roadblock is, you know, all of a sudden it's shut off and now, oh Lord, or whether that roadblock is time, distance, things just not aligning. We can't never seem to make it happen. We can't never seem to make it get together. Those types of things are roadblocks. And they're there for a reason. They're there for a purpose. They're there to highlight something for us. So now they said with this deck, I'm going to use the Hermetic Tarot next. They said to go ahead and talk about this same experience from the perspective of whoever is on the other side of the table. So that could be interesting. So let's find out the other side of the table perspective in this situation. What is their perspective of you on this side of the table? Their perspective of you on this side of the table is the Three of Pentacles. They see you as a very cooperative energy. They see you have a lot to teach. They see that you're really smart and you got things going on. Okay. Well, that's not a bad energy unless it's giving me the lowest vibrational energy I know of the Three of Pentacles, which is, oh, I have somebody, but I want another somebody. You could be my other somebody. Somebody here, that's the energy. Okay. Got to bring it up if I see it. May not like it, but I'm going to tell you if I see it. Okay. So what is their perspective of their self? They show up as a mystic with challenging times and a need to find elegance in their life and actions. And they also show up with last year. So let me see what's their perspective of their self in this situation. The Fool. Oh. So this is Ophiuchus energies for those of you who resonate there, but it is giving me that, yeah, this is, they're not emphasizing on the people. They said, stop focusing on the people. Start focusing on the energy. The people that are showing you the same energy. They're there for you to walk away from them. Like literally, and that's the divine stepping up. That mystic is saying, listen, all these different people that's trying to get in your life, trying to be a part of your story, trying to be a part of your testimony. They want to enjoy that experience with you, but you're not feeling it. Whether they're there and you're trying to move out of that, or whether they're trying to get in where they fit in, or whether it's somebody from the past and you can't seem to make that work, you're let it go. It's an energy of let it go. You need something new. You need something new. So let's see in this common connection energy where the guide is. Why is the guide here? The guide is in between you and this person. You have a spirit guide in between you and that person or those people. That's why things don't work out. That's why plans don't work out. That's why things don't go through. That's why things fall apart. That's why they disappear. Show me. And this card, it looked like it flipped upside down, and it did. And it did. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. Wow. Spirit's getting spicy with this one, because in the position of the guide, it's like, shut that shit down. Don't hold back. No holds barred. No sugarcoating shit. You should have been cut that off. What the fuck are they still doing here type of vibes? That's what I'm getting. I'm just saying. So this is like, thank you. It's the energy when, I mean, on the higher vibration of this Queen of Swords in reverse, this is like, even if y'all pass right in front of each other's face, you're not even looking at them. You can see from your periphery that that's who you know who they are, you know their name and everything, but you gonna stay stay staring dead straight ahead, not meet eyes with them. And if they say, oh, hi, it's like they don't exist to you. That's literally the energy I'm getting. They don't exist to you. You got what you needed to from this situation, and then the feeling shut down. It shut off. In the position of what you need to know with the Lover, the well-deserved reward, the powerful abilities you have of being of service, and the Sprite, we have the Nine of Pentacles is in reverse and the Sun card. Ooh, okay, I love it. Nine of Pentacles in reverse just gave me a different message than it usually does. And what it's saying is you're independent and it ain't nobody's damn business how you doing. Yeah, they can see you shining. Yeah, they can see you glowing with the sun energy and they can see you happy, but it's still none of their damn business. And at the end of the day, while you're doing this, because you're all up in your energy, people who are actually in your energy are being attracted to you, pulled to you, magnetized to you in purity, in authenticity. They want the Sun card on top. That Sun card is relating to that solar plexus chakra card we have in the connecting position. And the Sun card is saying to me, as long as you do what you're being guided to, you're going to end up happy. But if you go against what your spirit showed you about that mess over there and that chaos over there and how it trained you spiritually, then you're not going to find that. And it's also telling me that you're finally getting comfortable with being on your own. After all the abandonment, you finally have made peace with the fact that, hey, sometimes you got to walk away too, because as the codependent person who has abandonment issues heals and works on healing themselves, they come into a phase where now they must be the one to leave, which again further triggers their abandonment issues because they feel guilty and they feel shame for leaving, and they don't have no one but me, and I don't want to be mean, and I don't want to be cruel. Don't be cruel, ooh, to a heart that's true. Well, they shouldn't have fucking did it in the first place, I heard. Otherwise, you wouldn't be guided away from them. So there's this point where a person who has abandonment issues and orphaning issues tends to hold on to anybody they can. And they become sort of a people hoarder. Yeah, a people hoarder. Because of the fact that they don't want to cause anybody to feel the abandonment that they themselves felt. So that's interesting, and that's an important thing to remember if you are healing those abandonment issues, right? And if you've already healed those abandonment issues, then you're going to know what I'm talking about when I tell you some people that just come into your life so you can leave them right the fuck where you found them. Or give them back to the streets, or the whatever way. Universe, you can have this back. I'm going to return to sender. The king is in the house, okay? Because I'm the king. Hello, I'm the king of this castle. I don't care. Gender not specific. I'm the king of this castle. I'm the boss, I heard. And you know what? When it's time to go to war, the king goes first, okay? And then I heard the dragon king, okay? So the dragon king, thank you. As I've been watching so many K-dramas in my life, I found that the Dragon King is an entity, a spiritual entity that rules over the oceans and the waters in the Korean traditional beliefs. And so, you know, there's no fear of going through the waters, which lets me know you're here to be a spiritual warrior and move through emotions like most people don't know how. Yes, thank you. They're showing me one of my friends. My chocolate drop tells me, I don't know how you get over heartbreak so fast, because that should have put me down for a long time, and you just bounce up and keep going like it never happened. I said, well, You know, you break the same bone, it gets stronger. It don't break like that no more because they can't break my heart no more. My heart was broke so many times that they don't have the ability to break my heart no more because I don't give them my heart no more. I keep my heart with me. That's where it was designed to be. I was born with it. I was never meant to give it away. And to reiterate that fact, when God designed people, the heart was put behind the whole rib cage. It's not meant to come out. It's not like your boogers. I can give you my boogers. You want my boogers? No, I can't give you my heart. My heart is mine. It stays in my chest where it's supposed to be. Right? I'm not saying that. OMG. They said say it. They'll get a tickle out of it. I might even let you fondle my breast, but my heart is still going to stay in my chest. Okay, ladies? That's the message. Lord of mercy. So over here with the warrior and the lover's card, let me just show them to you. Some of you joined after, but the warrior, and they're speaking about a spiritual warrior, came out with the lover's card and this is in the guidance position, mind you. So remember that you're a spiritual warrior. Remember that a lot of different people are going to be attracted to your energy. They think they want you, but they really want your energy. They really want to have that energy. What their soul wants is for them to turn into being that energy too, because it's in them to do it, right? But they think, oh my God, I love you. I shall call you squishy and you shall be my squishy, and I'm going to put you in my pocket and I'm going to crawl in your skin and I'm just going to go. Okay. But people are attracted to you. Now, again, remember, this isn't always romantic because they did say friends and family in the beginning of this with that first Three of Pentacles energy, or that Three of Cups energy that came out. And then that was edified with the Three of Pentacles energy that came out. So we had this over here. People come, people go. At the end of the day, you're going to end up with you, and that's the end of your show. But people come and people go. Don't betray you to be with them. Don't be disloyal to you to be loyal to them. That part. Okay. And then we had the neighbors in reverse that came out with the recollection. Like, these are not non-friendlies. Okay. Everybody is not friendly. Everybody is not a friendly. Some of them come in to attack. And that's why your dragon energy showed up, which brought up the dragon queen. It said find inner strength and transformation. It's a need for transformation. And the Hierophant came up in reverse. Hell no, I'm not marrying you. Like that last woman that thought she was going to convince me to marry her and try to bribe me with some insurance. Hell no, I'm not marrying you. You are not my wife. You are not my wife. The other thing this Hierophant card said is doing things in an untraditional way. Just like everything else I've had to say. You're not meant to do things the way they've always been done. You're not meant to move like everyone else. You're not meant to just, you know what I'm saying? You're a unique soul. You're attracted to this channel. You're a unique soul. You are not everyday Joe Schmo. Thank you. Spirit said, you'll like it this way, Mel. You're right. I do like it that way. When they say you're not normal. Yeah. Like my other ex. I just want to have a normal conversation. Well, go find you a normal bitch because I'm not her. I'm supernatural, baby. I'm a phenomenal woman. I'm not normal. Go find you some normal. I'm not her. And that's the same vibes right here with you. You're not normal and you're not meant to do shit in a normal way. So people might look at you like you crazy. People might tell you you crazy. What you mean? I'm offering you full insurance. Medical, dental, and vision. What you mean you don't want to marry me? You're not my wife. It's that simple. Yeah? Bottom of the deck. See? Seven of Cups. Other person's... Remember, this deck is telling us from the other person's perspective. And this is why I said you told them you didn't want to marry them. You don't want to marry them. You are not my wife. We are not in harmony. I am not fucking attracted to you, bro. Facts. I don't feel no passion for you. I don't have no desire for you. No. You are not my wife. We're not on the same spiritual plane. We're not on the same spiritual level. I'm also seeing in this the commitment to your spiritual path. It's like, I'm already married to God. I don't know what to tell you. We got room for a girlfriend, but that's about it right now. And she got to be a hell of a girlfriend to come be in our divine throuple with me and God. I'm just saying. Okay, that made you laugh? Okay. Bottom of the deck was the Seven of Cups. From the other person's perspective, they started out with illusions. They started out with bullshit. Yeah. They started on the path by bullshit. So they need to go somewhere with that. They thought, so this type of person, this person could have been doing glamour magic or love spells or some old crazy shit, whatever. That shit didn't work around here at all. I'm feeling the cue cards. I brought the cue cards here yesterday. Didn't end up reading yesterday or day before yesterday, whatever. Didn't end up reading with them like I thought I might. Or did I? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, I did do some. I think I did some TikToks. Whatever. We're going to use them today. Okay. Let's see what else Spirit going to reveal. I have duplicate sets, and then I'll randomly bring... I only have one copy of this deck from the house into the studio to read with you sometimes. And so I brought a couple of decks from home today, and I brought one the other day and left that one here, and this is the one. So let's see how the cue cards are going to add to this message, because I really see like somebody here, they thought you was not going to get it, and they know you don't want them now. And they so some of you, I just saw this, some of you are having dreams or visions about this person and all the BS they're going through. They have some hard times ahead of them. Well, that's their fault, because whatever reason God said to keep them over there or to drop their ass off right where you found them, like the divine was right. God don't play about you. Your angels, ancestors, and guides do not play about you. Because again, the experience coming up where that person was blocked from my phone by the divine. There is a spiritual restraining order on somebody, and they need to keep that shit the fuck over there. It was never meant to be around you. See, had you not listened when you received it from your own emotional guidance system, like, oh, I'm not feeling this. Let me get up out of this. All that chaos will be in your house, because they're in chaos right now, and they can't come to you. And they can't touch you. And they can't infiltrate your energy. I see you guys know what I'm talking about. I see the comment section is lit the F up. Stay lit, baby. Stay on 1,000. Because you know what? Everybody ain't ready for you. And I can't tell you how many people recently, ever since I broke up with that last one, I've been having to tell them left and right, you ain't ready for me. You don't want this. Oh, I know I look good, right? I know you want me, but you don't want me. And I'm not doing that to myself. Fuck what you want. Do I want it? No, I don't. I'm not feeling it. And you know what? I'm okay with that. And then I get questioned. Are you sure you're not still bitter or scorn from your ex? Bitter, scorn, honey, that energy don't reside in me. This is wise. This is picky as fuck, as I should be. As you should be, right? As you should be. We're not cutting ourselves down. We're not diminishing ourselves. We're not going to dumb ourselves down, and we ain't going to play stupid. We ain't going to play needy. We're not going to play thirsty. We're not going to play wanting. We're not going to play desperate, because that's going to make you feel better. Honey, I don't want it. Thank you. You could take that back. Return to sender. Okay. Show me the engineer energy. What do you have? Lucky. Yeah. Lucky. You're so lucky. And all luck is like following the path of alignment. Like legit, lucky is following the path of alignment. It takes wisdom. It takes practice. And honey, it takes skill to stay in your alignment. So I just see, I told you you were devising a plan on how to share the love, but you're actually devising a plan. You're not just going around willy-nilly giving that love to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Susie, Sally, Mary that want it. You know what I'm saying? We're not just, oh, I know you want it. That don't mean you can have it. There's requirements here for this. Just because you want it don't mean you can have it. Some folks just window shopping all day, and that's all they'll ever afford about you. They could stay on that side of the window. No, the door is locked to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a spiritual restraining order. Show me the mystic over there. Look, he mend a relationship. Somebody over there, they want to mend themselves through a relationship with you. They need to go mend themselves and get a relationship with themselves, with God. They need to go find Jesus or somebody or something, but it ain't coming over here. That's what I know. Yeah. It ain't coming over here. Let me see the guide energy in between. What the guide energy? The guide energy, oh, look at that. A twist of fate. We roll the dice. They're taking a gamble, but it's a twist of fate. And it says, foolish. Ha! Foolish of me to think that I could ever have you for my God. How I love you. How I want you. Yeah, I know. It was foolish of you. You're absolutely right. On that point, we can agree. It was a twist of fate. They didn't see this shit coming. They did not see that God was going to take you fresh out of their life. They thought that for sure they were going to be able to lock you down, lock you in, scoop you up, swipe you up, snap you up, take you off the market, whatever the fuck language they like to say it. But that the energy. So let me see the lover. Why is the lover here? It says stay in bed. And notice the image. It says stay in bed. How many people in the bed? One person is in the bed. Learn how to sleep by yourself. Grow up and learn how to sleep on your own. Is the energy. Right? But that's what you did because it's in the what you need to know. It's a damn good thing. So this message is coming out. It's a damn good thing that you know how to be grown and go to bed on your own and sleep in yourself, sleep with yourself. That's a damn good thing. And you need to know that because all this, so that's a big deal. If you have seriously have abandonment issues, you will be triggered when there's a breakup and somebody won't sleep in the bed with you no more. It's a real experience that requires attention in order to get through. You know, yeah. And you need to know that because abandonment issues will have you thinking, I can't sleep by myself. I just need somebody. I can't sleep without you. I don't know. I've been up all night tossing and turning. I just can't sleep without you. All right. Brief pause. Listen to this. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magicam. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magicam. Abracadabra, alakazam, hocus pocus focus, magicam. Everything is always working out for me. 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 Yeah. Everything is always working out for me. And that's the message. Remember that. Always remember that everything is working out for you. You're the magic. And so that's going to attract a lot of attention from a lot of people that want to be a lot in your life that they're not qualified or positioned to be. It's not meant to be. If it was meant to be, they wouldn't have to fucking force it. If it was meant to be, it would be. What's meant to be will be. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be. If that card comes out of this deck, I might take a walk. I'm just saying it didn't. Okay, see, in the guidance position. Oh, how much clearer can divine get? Separation. You got to go. You got to go. In most cases, again, they're reminding you that in most cases, the people that want you, they want to be with you, they want to sleep in your bed, they want to get in your head, they want to get in your energy, they're attracted to the energy that you be. But they don't have me in their face like you do to tell you, look, honey, God said that when you feel that way, it means that God's trying to tell you something. And that's all it means. It don't mean it's your person. Knowing that is a huge advantage. Huge advantage. Most of the people in your life everybody in your life, the spirit just corrected me. Everybody in your life is going to leave your life. Most of them sooner rather than later. And these are just facts on earth. These are facts on earth, okay? Bottom of the deck. And here it is, the jackpot. You hit the... I love you, tribe. I'm so fucking proud of you because this jackpot energy right here is letting me know that, like, you are totally in alignment with you. And yeah, you hit the jackpot because you're not looking for it from somebody else. You're not, what I said, giving it away free willy-nilly out here. Where am I? I was looking for my... Well, I guess I don't need it if I can't find it. It's got to be here somewhere, though. There's another deck that I swore was in my little handy-dandy studio box of cards, but I'm not seeing it. So, with that, let's use this one. Yeah, Gilded Tarot. I was looking for... Hold on, let me just take a peek. Now that's going to be on my mind. You know how it's like, oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. Why can't I think of it? Why can't I remember it? Let me just check if it's over here. Ah, and it is. Yay. Okay, this is the one I wanted. My kipper. I knew I had one here, and somehow I managed to put it down, but not in the box. Okay, so now I got the kipper. So we'll do that first, and then we'll go to the gilded, because that's what I was really feeling. Oh, message. Because remember, everything that happens during a live is meant, and it's part of the message. So they keep looking for something, but it's not where they're looking. They're looking for something that's not in the place where it's at. They're looking... looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in all the wrong faces. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Where they're supposed to look is not where they're looking, right? They're looking somewhere else. Okay. Yeah. And then they're saying, I'm hearing another song, and they're saying this is what they really looking for, but it's not about somebody else. It's that I found a love for me. Darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. It's not about somebody else. If you would hear that song and hear the lyrics to it, yeah. It's not about some other girl. It's about you and you. They keep, because remember, where's the heart at? Where's your heart at? Is it out there? No, it's in here. It's inside your chest. Maybe they can fondle your breast, but you can't give them your heart. So you want that love, you got to connect to your heart. You got to connect to you, right? Which is going to cause you to go through these spiritual battles to find all the things that are not you, because the separation isn't just talking about get the fuck away from that person. It's talking about get the fuck away from the idea that is not really true about you. You got to stop being divided against yourself. Oh, yeah, they said that whole part. Heavy emphasis on the whole part. You know, people out here looking for their better half. Honey, you weren't designed as half a person. When you were created, you was a whole person, believe it or not. And then you grow up in this world and you start hearing all these crazy ideas that folks have, and you start making that your ideas and your identities, and then you have your own crazy experiences and stuff like that as you go through life, and you start making that your identities and stuff, and all that's doing is separating you from who and what you truly are. You came on this planet by yourself. You're going to leave this planet by yourself, and the way you move through this planet is up to you. And, you know, some people are not going to watch this video. A lot of people will never find this video because they won't align with this energy. They're going to be, if they were to hear it, they would think I was crazy, because everybody needs somebody. You're right. That everybody does need somebody. What the somebody that everybody needs is to have their own fucking back. And anybody that's in harmony with that will be attracted and magnetized to you, and then you don't need shit. But you got to not need shit in order to have everything. And if you're needing, if you're wanting, the universe says, you're right, you need, you want. Let's give you some more needing and wanting. But when I got me and I'm good and my life is fantastic, and, you know, I actually need nothing. I have everything I need to do everything I want. Well, then guess what? More of the everything I need to do everything I want happens, and I get everything I need to do everything I want, and I enjoy, and there is no need at the end of the day. I have everything necessary to experience, to live, to enjoy this life, okay? That's the energy. It's about getting there with yourself. Stop turning it into somebody else. Yeah. Yeah. If there's a question of my heart, you got it. Baby, don't worry, I don't need nothing but you. I'm hearing but you, okay. Yeah, because it's like I've been making plans. It's like there's plans, your highest self channeling through right now, talking about, I've been making plans for you, but you got to listen to me. The guide is coming through as your highest self. There's been on your side of the table a message of concern. There's a message of concern because you're a lucky being. Don't mess up your luck now. You on a lucky streak. Things are going your way. You learn so much. You applying it. Things are changing and shifting in your life. Stay on that trajectory. Don't get thrown off path by somebody with legal issues. Courthouse. They got legal issues. They need to handle that shit themselves. That's not your problem. That's not my bankruptcy. That's not my divorce. Those ain't my kids. That's not. I don't even know these people. I didn't beat nobody up. I didn't crash nobody's car. Why do I have to? I ain't got nothing to do with somebody got legal problems. And you're like, oh my God, what about them? Oh, if you're in that energy, you're totally still living from your orphan child energy. Those abandonment issues being triggered. I'm just saying, in between. A privileged lady. Yeah, of course somebody, you stepping into this position of privilege, and then somebody over here, you know, they're trying to bring their legal issue. Now, a lot of you, again, it's a spiritual legal issue. Some of them literally got some court shit going on. Some of them literally have 3D world. They got to go to the courthouse. They got to get a lawyer. Some of them just trying to be in jail and all that stuff. But at the same time, a lot of you, this is a spiritual thing because remember, we already had the spiritual courthouse. We already had the spiritual courthouse. So in between is this privileged lady energy. This person has enough in them to know that you're privileged, you're lucky, things work out for you. So if they could get you on their side, maybe some of that, you know, they want to rub shoulders because that might rub off on it. Hold on, let me rub your shoulder. Maybe I'll get some of your luck. God said no, back, bitch. Ooh, that. The lover. I heard that whole part. With the why the lover is here and what you need to know. Show me the lover. Yeah, the lover is the easiest way for because they said this will describe it best. The lover energy is the easiest way for the devil to send the demons to do the deed to get you off your path. To get you to walk away from your treasure, from you, to get you to betray yourself. They're showing me that old movie, The Labyrinth. I finally watched it like a year or two ago. And the little girl had something, I don't know if it was a ring or something, but she had an heirloom. And it was connected with her power. And so the guy kept trying to intimidate her and threaten her to give it to him. But he would never come and try to take it. But he tried to connive and manipulate her to give it to him. And the little girl put it together. So maybe you will too. I bet you do too. Because you're smarter than the little girl's script. Okay, and she put it together like, oh, you must not be able to take this from me. The only way you can get this is if I give it to you. So, of course, the little girl, she figured shit out, right? We're not giving it up. No. And then I heard, you got to give it up. Keep on dancing. No, you don't. Somebody trying to distract you by having you dancing about some funky ass sex, some money, some health insurance, so you could give up your rights to what you really got going on so that they could get your rights. We ain't buying it. Let me see some more. What you need to know about the love. Imprisonment. Like I said, somebody ass is in jail for a fucking reason. God put their ass in jail so they could stay the hell away from you. Again, whether that's a literal physical jail or a spiritual jail, it's jail nonetheless. They ain't allowed to come near you. So leave that dead dog die. I heard leave the dead dog die. Because this person is a whole dog. Okay? The person is a whole dog. In their energy. And I'm not talking about a loyal dog, because most dogs, they're awesome. Dogs are great. They're super loyal. If you're a jerk to them, they still love you. If you didn't feed them on time or walk them on time, if you never walked them, they still love you. And I know this because the first telepathic interaction I had was with the most beautiful, giant, blue-nosed pit I've ever seen in my life. And I can't remember the dog's name anymore because this is well over a decade ago, probably almost 2 now. But the dog was like, he begged me to come over there and talk to him. And I had never had this experience before, so I was freaked out. But upon talking to the dog, he was like, I loved him so much and they treat me like shit. He said they never walk me. I don't ever have good water in my bowl. My bowl is always dirty. They never even wash my bowl. They don't even feed me. They feed me when the fuck they feel like it. I'll be lucky if they throw me a crust outside. He was like, they just got me and locked me back here and leave me the fuck alone. He's like, can you tell them something about that? So I'm like, audibly, while the dog is talking to me, I'm saying out loud so the owner can hear me, like, oh my God, you're such a beautiful dog. You love your owners, don't you? You would do anything to protect them, wouldn't you? You just love them so much. Oh, and you have so much fun when they take you for a walk, and you're so grateful for every time they wash your bowl and give you a fresh, cool bowl of water and some yummy food, right? But they had a loyal fucking dog that they disrespected. Damn! That person is a dirty dog. That person like a dirty rabid dog with rabies. You're like the loyal dog trapped in the fucking backyard if you allow this shit to go on. You're like that beautiful, and when I tell you that pit bull, that was a giant. Most blue-nosed pits, you see, they're little baby size pits because, you know, the breed's been bred down to miniature size. This was a big-ass beast. And when I tell you that pit bull had a broader shoulder span than I do, its head was like this big, you know, and he was so, oh my God, I wanted to take him with me so bad because I just felt so bad for him. That's the kind of dog you are. If we're going to get down to dogs and we're going to call them a dirty dog, fine. You're a loyal ass dog, but don't be a loyal ass dog trapped in that situation because you ain't a dog at the end of the day and neither are they. And you can free yourself from the situation and spirit already did it. That would be like if the dog started barking like crazy and, you know, got sent to the pound. Finally, the fucking dog is free. It could go somewhere else. Spirit put a spiritual restraining order on somebody, and for them, they ended up in a damn jail. Literally or spiritually. And that was your freedom. Let that bitch die, okay? And I said it. I called them out of their name because, I mean, if it fits, if the shoe fits, strap it on and take a run in that bitch. I'm just saying, okay. We have the journey, the guidance for you, honey. There's so much more for you to experience in life. There's so much more for you to experience in life. Don't get stuck on thinking that this is the best thing that can happen for you. Don't get stuck on thinking that this is as good as it gets for you. Don't get stuck on thinking that this is actually what you deserve. Go have different experiences. You don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? You can go out there and get some life under your belt. You don't have to be stuck. right? You don't have to be confined in a place where they don't respect you, they don't appreciate you, they won't even clean the dish and give you a nice cool bowl of water or some dog food. If we go back to that illustration, bottom of the deck here is the house. Look, you got the house. You got the house. And earlier they said stay in bed. Just, you ain't got to put up with none of that stuff. You don't have to put up with none of that stuff. So at the end of the day, you came out as the engineer. You have the ability to give creative energy and practical expression. You have creative energy and you could turn it into something real. You have a talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. You have a talent for finding answers to problems. What you don't want to do is rely on the mechanical solutions. Don't rely on your comfort zone. Don't rely on what you think you know without paying attention to the consequences emotionally. There are emotional consequences for falling into the same old patterns. Don't do that. Because you have ability to make real things happen in your life. Yes, you want to open your heart and share the love. I heard there's a time and a place for that. Yes, there is. And then, as I say that, spam risk calling my phone again. So what do? Decline. No, thank you. It's that simple. And for some of you, you can answer and hang up, and then they can't even leave you a voicemail. Because that's if you block the call, you ain't even got to do none of that. But some of you need to know. Yeah. You are the creator here. You're the creator here. Remember that. You're a spiritual being completely awake. Remember that. Don't let these fools make you forget who you are, because they sure would love to tell you who you are when who you are don't convenience them. When who you are is not vulnerable to them. Yeah. And then it's feet in the concrete. Recognize when a fool got their feet in the concrete. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't changing. They ain't growing, and they sure can't come with you. If God put their feet in the concrete, follow the energy. It's divine direction. Simple, right? Because you here showing up with the Sea Eagle with card number 20, which is judgment card. Exercising wise judgment in the tarot system is judgment energy. It says you are to explore the depths of the soul and find peace. Anywhere where you haven't found peace, honey, you need to get into your peace. It's meant for you to be in your peace and to get into the depths of your soul. Okay, and what else? The Three of Pentacles. This is happening in your physical world. This is about how you get your physical world to cooperate with you. One thing is you don't accept shit that don't belong here. Something doesn't belong in this picture. What is it? It's this lousy. This person low. We called it a dirty